What's up, guys? Welcome back to Flipping Finance with Greggy B. If you're new to the subscribe, make sure you channel for some investing tips. All right, today we're going to be talking about two kinds of stocks. We can break down stocks into many different categories, but today we are strictly going to be focusing on growth stocks and dividend stocks and how both of these investments can be worth your while. We're going to look into my portfolio to see which dividend stocks and which growth stocks I hold and which ones I've had the best returns from. Let's dive right in.
Woke up and just felt right. Phone blown like a tailpipe. Today's schedule airtight.
Okay, guys, so we are going to start by discussing dividend stocks. And I want to bring up a quote from the one and only John D. Rockefeller, where he said, "Do you know the only thing that gives me pleasure is to see my dividends coming in?" I mean, that's a pretty bold statement. The only thing that gives you pleasure. But John D. Rockefeller has a point here. I think what he's getting at is just the security and the comfort of knowing that a company is going to pay you quarter after quarter or yearly or even monthly, depending on when they pay their dividend. And just knowing that regardless of the stock price, you're going to be getting a share of the company's profits.
Now, the companies the very best at this are known as dividend aristocrats. As you can see here, to qualify for such a title, a company must increase its dividends paid for a minimum of 25 consecutive years, which is quite a while. These companies are reputable, as you can see here, some familiar names like 3M, AT&T, we got Coca-Cola, Cintas Group, ExxonMobil, Hormel Foods, Lowe's Company, McDonald's, and some other companies that might not be as recognizable. But if you take a look, you can see that they are very safe companies where investors trust their money for the long term.
All right, guys, let's look into my portfolio and see some of the dividend stocks that I own. I know I'm a bit scruffy. Focus on the stocks, not the face. First dividend stock is going to be KKR & Company, ticker symbol KKR. This is an investment firm headquartered in New York City. These guys have had great growth since inception. They're in the investment services and finance categories. I trust the managers at this organization to move my money into the right places. And these guys have made winning investments over and over again. And I believe that they're going to continue to win. They have a strong dividend yield. You can see the payout here from owning 50 shares the last time they paid their dividend. I currently hold 25 shares, so looking to pick up a few more if we can get a dip. This stock is right near all-time highs, and like I said, has shown great growth. They just crushed their third quarter earnings, and I'm looking for this company to have a good 2021. I know I'm a bit closer to the camera, so the sun doesn't look like this. So the next stock on this list is going to be Bank of America, ticker symbol BAC. This is the only bank stock that I actually own. And I've thought of owning some others like Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan. And I have owned Wells Fargo and received some fat dividends from them. But I like Bank of America for a long-term hold. I like the steady growth on this one. I like the ubiquitous nature of this company. They are everywhere. I started with Bank of America. My parents used this bank, and this company is one that I believe is here for the long term. And we're going to watch that dividend come in and be satisfied, just like our friend from earlier, Mr. Rockefeller. All right, guys, the last dividend stock for today is going to be Diamondback Energy, ticker symbol FANG. I'm just going to throw up their website here and look through a couple nifty photos they have. Diamondback Energy does their best to acquire their resources in a humane way. It's obviously difficult to drill for oil and gas while being an environmentalist, but they have some unique programs and initiatives that are aimed to do just that. So here you can see my position. I currently only hold 5 shares, so not a huge dividend payout at the moment. However, I used to own 75 shares when they last paid their dividend, as you can see here. I did cut back before this company was sold off along with all the cyclicals over the last few months. But however, in November, this stock has rebounded significantly back over the $50 mark. I think it's sitting just under that $50 mark as I record this video right now, but I believe this company still has a lot more upside and pays out a strong dividend. So check out ticker symbol FANG. All right, so let's summarize dividend stocks as they compare to growth stocks before we switch over and delve more into those high-flying plays. Dividend stocks historically retain their value, especially in market bumpiness or in volatile times, more so than growth stocks.
As we can see in this article, comparing value stocks to growth stocks, larger, more established companies that pay a dividend are just a safer place for your money in the long term. Yes, growth stocks can return a higher yield, but that also poses a greater risk.
All right, so to sum up dividend stocks, they're basically a way for you to make a nice, solid, consistent return in the stock market, even without really knowing what you're doing. You can find a few well-established big companies that have been around forever, paying dividends forever, invest in them, receive those dividends on a consistent basis, and then reinvest those to then increase the value of your portfolio over time. And in my opinion, that's going to be a faster way to grow your net worth than having your money in a bank account. So that's basically it for dividend stocks. If we want to flip the coin now into growth stocks, this is when we can see a lot higher return on our money, but we can also lose our money a lot faster. So I'm actually going to create a second part to this video to dedicate to growth stocks and show some of the growth stocks that I have in my portfolio and some that I think are going to have the best return going forward. So if you made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching. I wanted to get this video out a bit sooner, but finally here it is. I'm going to be getting that growth stock video created and put out as quickly as possible. So thank you guys for the support. Please subscribe, leave a like, hit me with a comment. I'd love to respond to the comments and get a conversation going about different aspects of investing and whatever you guys want to talk about regarding finance or tricks, okay? And just to comment on that quickly, I know this is flipping finance and I want to incorporate my flipping background with my finance background, and I'm trying to find a way to intertwine that really well. But as of now, you can go back and see some of my other videos where I have flips and I have some of that content. So I'm gonna look to mix it together and make that more entertaining for you guys. But as of now, got some flipping content, getting some finance content. This is my third video. Thank you for the support. Look for that fourth finance video soon. Greggy B, flipping out. Peace.